Ecuador is the second most biodiverse country on Earth after Colombia, and also suffers some of the highest rates of deforestation and population growth in all of South America. The Ceiba Foundation for Tropical Conservation works in Ecuador with local landowners and small communities in two of the world's most threatened ecosystems, the seasonally dry tropical forests of the coast and the cloud forests of the Andes.
Conservation is as much social as it is scientific, and for this reason we weave together in our projects habitat conservation, education programs, scientific research, and community development. In the cloud forests of the Andes, we established the El Pajuma Orchid Reserve through South America's first true conservation easement. That reserve, which protects hundreds of species of orchids and animals found in no other place, is now sustained entirely by ecotourists and school groups that visit every day. On Ecuador's Pacific coast, Ceiba established the Lalolur Dry Forest Reserve to protect over 500 acres of this threatened habitat. There, we focus on scientific research and educational programs that lead students into the field. We house all this at a brand new biological station just completed last year. We're broadening our work outside the Lalolur Reserve by creating a conservation corridor that will connect forests into a single continuous habitat. Ceiba has been reforesting critical linkages between existing forests and has enrolled local landowners in government programs that are helping to protect over 5,000 acres.
Adicional a nuestros esfuerzos por proteger estos dos ecosistemas, Fundación Ceiba se ha dedicado a trabajar en conjunto con comunidades rurales para proveerles de alternativas productivas sostenibles que les permitan empoderarse de la conservación de sus recursos naturales. Algunos ejemplos de nuestros proyectos de apoyo a microemprendimientos son la elaboración de jabones naturales, la elaboración de bolsas de tela y apoyo a emprendimientos relacionados en promover la agroforestería en la zona. Después del terremoto de abril del 2016, que golpeó severamente la costa ecuatoriana, Fundación Ceiba y otros cooperantes canalizaron fondos desde Estados Unidos para asistencia humanitaria, logrando ayudar a más de 1,000 personas y entregando más de 9 toneladas de alimentos en respuesta emergente.
Education is essential for people to recognize the linkages between environmental conservation and their own well-being. Ceiba achieves that by bringing local school children into the forest, by offering trainings and workshops to local community members, and by offering courses, volunteerships, and internships to people from around the world. The Tropical Conservation Semester, accredited by the University of Wisconsin, is Ceiba's flagship undergraduate study abroad program, and it takes students to the Galapagos, the Andes, and the Amazon. Business as usual economic systems don't really reward the protection of habitat, much less biodiversity. This is a major challenge faced by conservationists everywhere. It's why conservation relies so heavily on grants and donations. By making conservation pay off, even for individual landowners in these highly biodiverse regions, we can have a big positive impact on the species and habitats there in ways that are economically sustainable.